Hi, Todd here from Urban Sound Studio. Today we're taking a look at these two boxes, the EBS MicroBass 3 and Stanley Clarke Signature Acoustic Preamp. So what are they? Stomp boxes to use live? Preamps to sculpt your sound? Two-channel mixers? Studio DIs? Well, they're really a combination of all these. Think of them as a sonic toolkit for your bass. And while they may appear to be similar in form, you're going to quickly see that their sound and use cases are very different. Let's start by taking a look at the EBS MicroBass 3. Let's break down the sections. There are two channels. The white knobs are your clean input assigned to channel 1. The gray knobs affect both channels. Let's set our gain until we see the clip light light up and then back it off a tiny bit. Notice the master volume is turned down, but that's because what it controls is the level output for use with an amp. In this case, we're using the balanced out to record the signal. We can instantly add some compression with a single knob. Let's add even more. Following this is a clean 3-band EQ. Let's add some extra bass at 60 Hz. Then let's open the treble at 8 kHz. Now let's boost the mid-gain and sweep the mid-range to find a frequency to enhance or remove. I'm not a big fan of that nasal sound. So let's cut it. When the mid-gain knob is fully counterclockwise, the band becomes a notch filter, which is great when working with acoustic instruments or resonant frequency problems in a room. But for now, let's keep our scoop sound that we created. The bypass switch allows us to easily compare our settings by bypassing the compressor and EQ. And now let's engage the MicroBass 3. Let's hit mute so we can double check our tuning and switch out for an active style bass. Let's EQ again, but first start with the character switch on for a hi-fi scoop sound. Let's fine-tune our mid-range. Instead of using the treble band, if you're dealing with dead strings or need a super open top end, the bright switch has you covered. Let's flip the switch back and forth. Now let's remind ourselves of the original signal by using the bypass switch. Let's listen to a more modern 5-string bass. Let's take a look at the drive channel. First, bring the blend fully clockwise to make sure we only hear the drive channel and the top row. Let's bring up the channel level and add some drive. And open up the sound of the tone. We are set to low gain and we get a nice fuzz style sound with a deep type. Let's also listen to the middle type setting. And the thin type. Let's check out the high gain setting. We'll set it to deep. Here's the middle setting. And here's thin. Let's keep it on low gain and in the middle type. Add some more drive. And by using the stomp switch, we could flip back to our clean channel. There's a mid EQ band to customize your drive sound. By putting the blend in the middle, we can use the drive button to engage and mix in the drive. Counterclockwise will be totally clean. Fully clockwise will be only drive. And in the middle gives a blend between the two. The serial on-off button on the side even allows you to run channel 1 into channel 2 in order to use both channels to sculpt the perfect drive, which is great when you're using a single sound in a recording session and just want a little drive to fatten up the direct signal. We also have effect sends, a ground lift, and 2 types of balance outputs. And of course, you can use these units as a practice amp due to their headphone jack and aux input. Last thing to mention is that these units are powered by a 9-volt adapter, which works great on pedal boards or as standalone units with an adapter. Now, let's check out the EBS Stanley Clarke Signature Acoustic Preamp. Let's start with the bottom row of knobs, which is channel A. I think of this product as being a 2-channel mixer with excellent fidelity for acoustic instruments. We will set our gain and make sure that we're only peaking occasionally. With an instrument such as an upright acoustic bass or cello, I will frequently start with a high-pass filter to remove any unnecessary rumble below my lowest sounding note. This reduces the possibility of feedback and also tightens up the low end when mixing in a kick drum. That filter can also be switched to a notch filter to remove a frequency that is feeding back in a live setting. But let's leave it as a low cut. The EQ controls are not the same frequencies as on the MicroBass 3. Let's boost the lows at 40 Hz. We can also open our top end at 10 kHz. Then, let's sculpt the mids. Let's mute while I switch instruments. Let's EQ our electric bass. The speaker sim is a switch on the back and applies to the balance output. It adds a subtle rounding to the transients and a bit of tonal change. Let's keep it on. We can set a completely different setting on channel B, which is great when you need to switch between two instruments on a stage. When using only one instrument, channel B can also be used as a second setting to quickly switch between two different settings for solos or arco. But for me, the magic is being able to use a microphone input on channel B, and built-in phantom power will accommodate any clip-on or condenser mic. We can select to use the AB switch to switch between the pickup and the microphone. But we can also engage the side AB button to add the microphone to the direct sound for the perfect blend of both. First, make sure that both signals are in phase. To check for this, flip the phase switch and listen for the one that has the fullest bass response. That's where you'll want to start. Use the channel gain knobs to create the perfect balance between the two signals. Everything was recorded with the balance out, but if running to an amplifier, use the volume on the top left to set the level for the 1/4-inch output. And if using an electric pickup on your upright, you have an internal power available. As you can see, the Stanley Clarke Acoustic Preamp is a completely different set of tools from the MicroBass 3, even though the form factor of the two units appears similar at first. Thanks for watching. Do you feel that one of these units would be better for your playing style than the other? Or is there a use case that I didn't cover? If so, please leave a comment in the comments below, and as always, please help support this channel by liking this video and hitting that subscribe button.